Just listen to that. That's the raw, unfiltered plea from makeup artist and content creator Shagufta Abbas. And you can feel it, right? It's not just about hitting a number, it's about a dream. So let's start right there.
Okay, so we've all been there. You're scrolling and you see that perfect 5-minute tutorial. Maybe it's for makeup, maybe it's a quick recipe. It looks so easy, so polished. But have you ever stopped to think about what it really takes to make those few minutes? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain.
You know, every single piece of content starts with some kind of aspiration. For Shagufta, it's simple, but it's also huge. She wants to grow her channel and share her passion with an audience that really gets her work. And that's the fundamental hope for any creator, isn't it? You pour hours of your life, your skill, your passion into something, and you just hope people see it, that they value it. And yeah, maybe they even hit that subscribe button. It seems like a simple deal, but as we're about to find out, it is anything but.
This brings us to the first major hurdle, and it's a really weird one. It's what I'm calling the camera's illusion. It's this bizarre, frustrating conflict between what an artist sees with their own eyes and what the camera decides to capture.
So, picture this. Shagufta is working on her model, doing a basic task like filling in the eyebrows to make them even. But she's running into this baffling problem. What she was seeing in real life was the complete and total opposite of what her assistant and the camera were seeing.
And here it is. This is that maddening disconnect. Shagufta is looking right at the model and sees an eyebrow that's too thin. But she looks at the camera feed, and that exact same eyebrow looks way too thick. I mean, can you imagine the frustration? You're trying to fix a problem that, from your point of view, doesn't even exist.
And here's the real kicker. It was only later, when she was sitting down to edit, that Shagufta looked at the footage and realized, oh my gosh, the camera was right all along. It's such a powerful lesson for anyone who creates anything for a screen. The final product lives in its own reality, a reality defined by the lens, not the room.
That whole eyebrow dilemma, that was just one small problem. That 5-minute video you see is just the very tip of a massive iceberg of unseen effort. We, the viewers, just see a seamless, effortless flow, but what Shagufta reveals is the truth behind it. Hours of painstaking work, constant problem solving, and a whole lot of emotional management just to get that polished final clip.
And this hidden workload is immense. It's so much more than just applying makeup. She's also a director, trying to manage young models who aren't used to this. She has to be incredibly careful to respect the family's wishes, like not showing faces or certain clothes. And then, after all that, she spends hours editing it all together. It's a seriously high-pressure balancing act.
So all this incredible effort leads us right to the core conflict of this story, the clash between an audience that expects digital perfection and the messy reality of working with actual human beings.
This is the kind of comment creators get all the time. A small, tiny flaw pointed out by a viewer who expects everything to be flawless. And on the surface, okay, it just looks like simple feedback.
It's a fair question, right? If you're a professional makeup artist, shouldn't every little detail be absolutely perfect? Well, the answer to that question reveals everything about the gap between what we see and what's really going on. And there it is, the truth. Her models are young women who don't normally wear a lot of makeup. So the products, the glitter, the eyelash glue, it all irritates their eyes. And what happens when your eyes get irritated? They water, constantly. So that flaw isn't a mistake. It's a biological reaction.
This means she's stuck in an impossible loop. She creates that sharp, perfect corner. Then the model's eyes start watering and it smudges the liner. She tries to carefully clean it up, but doing that ruins the sharp point. So she has to start all over again, knowing it's probably just going to happen again in 5 minutes. It's a battle against nature itself.
You can just hear the passion and the pure exhaustion in her voice here. It's such a powerful, direct answer to her critics. It's a plea for understanding that, hey, she's working with a person, not a mannequin.
So, knowing all of this, it completely changes how we should see that final video, doesn't it? The goal isn't just a pretty look anymore. It's something else entirely.
That finished product is no longer just a display of her skill with a brush. It's a symbol of her patience, her problem solving, and her perseverance in the face of all these frustrating setbacks. The real beauty is in the struggle it took to get there. And all of this brings us right back to where we started. A final, heartfelt appeal from a creator who just wants all that hard work to be recognized. And notice what she says. She doesn't say, I hope you like this look. She says, I hope you liked this effort.
After everything we've just learned, that one word carries so much more weight. She's not just asking for a subscription. She's asking us to acknowledge all those hours of unseen work.
Look, Shagufta's story is not unique. Behind every polished video, every perfect photo, there's a human story of struggle, of compromise, and incredible effort. So the next time you're watching something online, maybe it's worth asking yourself, what's the unseen story here?